Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So a lot's been said about Funk Flex, Wack 100, Tupac. I just heard 78's video on it. And at the end of the day, this is just a destruction of the black man. And I immediately began to think about Malcolm Little, who in turn became Malcolm X. And it's not that I'm drawing equal parallels between Tupac and Malcolm X, but I just want to talk about no matter who you are or what you do, you will be convicted by your purpose in life and what God ordained you to be or become on this earth. And if you look at Malcolm Little's past before he went to jail and got out, I mean, he did everything under the sun. I suggest you guys read the book. It's an amazing book. And look at Tupac. I believe as he grew and grew and grew, you can hear it in his music. You know, 50% about his music could be about a pseudo lifestyle. I don't know how well he lived it or what he lived it, but the other 50%, you know, Brenda's Got a Baby, Keep Your Head Up, To Live and Die in L.A., you know, so many songs, so many poetry. We already know he came from the School of Arts. He was the son of a Black Panther. So it's so his intelligence levels and his ability to tap in many different frequencies. You know what I'm saying? Similar to me, I was raised in the streets, but I wasn't a part of the streets, and I ended up getting a formal education. So similar. So I can relate to Tupac in that regards, although I never really hung out with gang members outside of playing basketball with them and hanging out as I'm walking through the neighborhood. But I never had no midnight runs with no gang members or nothing like that. But the overall message that I want to send is we are tearing down the men we should be uplifting. At the end of the day, what does Tupac shooting himself or have to do with his legacy? It has nothing to do with his legacy. You know, I think we can do much better by building the legacy, enhancing the legacy, because at the end of the day, Tupac's legacy is going to live on. I mean, it may be some small damage done by social media and these guys, but at the end of the day, it's nothing you can do that's going to tamper or tarnish Tupac's legacy, you know, outside of something egregious that he's done, but that would have come out by now. So this is a message to black men. We call it hating these days. Start uplifting. Tupac was on the, I say this, Tupac was on the verge of being special. You know, he was at the beginning stages of fulfilling his purpose. And, you know, he was young. People forget he had an old soul. You can hear it in his music. You can hear it when he talked. You can Google, you can go to YouTube and listen to him speak to kids. He had an old soul. And part of that was he was raised by a Black Panther. And his other sensories were developed in a School of Arts. So he would have been special, man. The older I get, the more and more I fall in love with Tupac. And that song, To Live and Die in L.A., is so special to me. You know, it's just sad that Funk Master Flex, Wack 100, they're doing things to destroy the image and the legacy of Tupac. I say he should just live on, build him up. He shot himself before, who cares? You know, Biggie Smalls didn't tell 100% the truth. Tupac didn't tell 100% the truth. Diddy didn't tell 100% the truth. Suge Knight, Dr. Dre, they didn't tell 100% the truth. They got to protect home base as well. So, you know, let Tupac live. We'll never know the exact truth as to what happened. But at the end of the day, I want us to be upstanding black men. And if you have nothing good to say, they say don't say it at all. And this mumble jumble that's going on about him shooting himself and he wasn't a G, he wasn't a thug. We all know Tupac wasn't a thug. That's why women loved him. I mean, that's why we loved him, because we knew he's that kid that's going to come out of his shell one day and be a leader. We knew that. I didn't know Malcolm Little, but I'm pretty sure people said the same thing about Malcolm X before he became Malcolm X. You know, not everyone is Martin Luther King, raised in the church. You know, and he has a natural or a quote unquote organic transition into being a leader. You know, you guys need to Google Gandhi. See how many times Gandhi used the word nigga. You know, it's egregious. You know, uh, so let's just let Tupac live. His The first play I ever wrote about 10, 12 years ago. Tupac was a big deal. Tupac had a strong piece in it, and I used Tupac a lot in my class. I used quotes from Tupac a lot in my class, and when I was at the high school level, and curse words and all. You know, I had to relate to my kids. I was teaching at a at risk, high risk school, continuation high school, continuation impoverished kids, single parent homes. 60% of my population was either black or brown gang member, and I had to do whatever I had to do to get them to slow down for 8 hours while they were in my classroom, and hopefully it will keep them docile until they woke up the next morning. So I'm excited. June 17th, June 16th, I will be in Vegas for the Ward fight, and I will be at the Palms. I'm going to the movie theater at the Palms to watch the Tupac movie that night, and then I'm gonna write my article, and then watch watch Andre Ward defeat Sergey Kovalev. So Tupac, I don't care what they say, you'll never change in my eyes. You know what I mean? Never, 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 because I know what he would have become, without a doubt. He would have been a culture changer, a generation changer. I genuinely believe that, you know, and maybe Biggie would have been on the B side of that because that was his contemporary. You know, they had different starting points. You know, Miss Secure was a Black Panther, so she was in the struggle. Her her 10 toes was in the ground. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. We got to uplift our black men. Because just imagine what they tried to do with Malcolm X and how we perceive him today. You know, imagine what social media would have did to him if he was in this time. So, salute Malcolm X, salute Tupac, and every other leader. You know, whether you're on a local level like me or you're on a big level like shit. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. But, you know, that's the world we live in, you know. So anyways, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.